Let's begin. Well, first of all, very bad news that we won't be having any watch along for the preseason game of Arsenal versus Hibernian because I'm not a season ticket holder, nor can I actually do it because, of course, I'm not rich enough to actually afford one of the subscriptions, and of course, it's only available on Arsenal's official website. So if you can watch it, lucky, cheeky guys. But I cannot. But most importantly, I will definitely provide you the updates, just like the playing 11. But more importantly, here's a touch of class from Hibernian. They come up with this kit in solidarity to support Bukayo Saka. Beauty. That's the beauty of the game. Football loves. Yeah, that's what I seek as well. So back in yellow, Arsenal ready at Easter Road as they face Hibernian in the first preseason encounter. Let's hope we get to see more positives from this game. So it's been told that there is no Nuno Tavares. Well, he's not in the Arsenal squad because he's not there yet, quite ready yet. Same with few others who haven't made it today. So here is a playing 11 for Arsenal. It's Arthur Okonkwo as a goalkeeper, Cedric Soares, Clark, Mari Kolasinac in a back four, Elneny, Maitland-Niles, Reece Nelson, Aubameyang, Willian, and Alex Lacazette start. Sorry, Nketiah up top. It's not Lacazette. Nketiah up top that start as well. So Emil Smith-Rowe was in attendance, and it is really great to see how the Easter Road game pans out for Arsenal. Well, more importantly, Sunsport have understood that Ruben Neves' agent Jorge Mendes is in constant communication with Arsenal's technical director Edu Gaspar in an attempt to get a deal over the line as soon as possible. However, the £35 million price tag is still a stumbling block. This is according to Jordan Davies. So Jordan Davies has actually come out and tweeted the whole situation, as well as he says that yes, exclusive, that he's also updates on Awar and Xhaka, full story to follow. So soon he will be providing that update, and when he does, I will be providing it to you guys. Moving on, so in the preseason, it was a cluster of Arsenal goalkeepers. Where here is the Arsenal goalkeepers in the preseason training in Scotland: James Hilson, 20 years of age; Karl Hein, Arthur Okonkwo, and Tom Smith. All three, 19 years of age, are actually in the midst. And as I already mentioned, that the images that Arsenal are actually putting out with Emil Smith-Rowe in the training is always him hiding his kit number. I'm not joking. So this is the new image. No, seriously. This is one of the images that Arsenal have released. This is another image where someone has actually come out to understand that Emil Smith-Rowe has been given a number 10 from Arsenal. Yes, Emil Smith-Rowe is the number 10. The new number 10, and of course here's another image where his kit number has been disguised. Well, it slides still number 10, so that's the crazy stuff that one can actually get from it. Beautiful eagle-eyed Arsenal fans, I love you guys, man. Moving on, so William Saliba, well, he's pictured with a Marseille fan in Marseille this morning ahead of his imminent loan move to the club. So Fabrizio Romano also confirmed the paperwork signed for Saliba to Marseille from Arsenal on loan until June 2022 done and confirmed. Arsenal priority now will be working to complete Ben White deal with Brighton after personal terms agreed, and Lokonga official announcement expected to come very soon. So that is the update. William Saliba is a Marseille player now for a season. And according to Football League World, Arsenal are now ready to press forward in their attempts to sign Aaron Ramsdale and launch a transfer bid now that the European Championships have come to a conclusion. The Gunners are aware that it could take around £30 million to price away the stopper from Bramall Lane, but they believe that they can get an agreement sorted as they have a sizable budget this summer for adding new players. Let me know in the comments. Do you guys? I mean, I've got some comments officially, unofficially, but some of you guys have already commented that you don't need this guy. This guy has been relegated twice. I don't think so. That was his problem. I think he was the only standout performer in both the teams that he got relegated with. So I don't have any issues with this guy being a number 2 for Arsenal. It's not that bad because it's a homegrown guy, English talent, decent player. I'm not saying he's a bad player. I mean, I would say he's better than Matt Ryan. I just feel that way. But I think Arsenal, since they have hired another scout from Fulham for English talent, I'm pretty much sure where this Arsenal is headed is homegrown talent only. That's what they're actually prioritizing from this season. which is what I can see the I can see the picture in the future aspect. So it's really great to see that. But let's see. Moving on, according to Northern Echo, Newcastle's hopes of re-signing Joe Willock have suffered a major blow, with Mikel Arteta looking increasingly likely to keep the midfielder at the Emirates next season. Willock is said to be involved in Arsenal's opening pre-season friendly against Hibernian this evening, with Arteta having been impressed with his approach and attitude since returning to pre-season training, and they would not want to let him out. That's the major news. So here's the latest update from Times Sport that Newcastle United have opened talks with Arsenal about the possibility of taking Joe Willock on another loan spell. A season-long loan deal is what is being. I don't think so. I think Joe Willock has proved his worth. At least for now, he deserves one more season with Arsenal. That's what I believe in. No, I don't think so. He should go on loan, man. I still believe Reece Nelson should go on loan if he's not being guaranteed game time. But if Willian leaves and we don't sign any new winger, I think I take Reece Nelson any day. But if Willian is staying for some weird reason, I think Reece should go out on loan. Moving on, so according to The Athletic, Thierry Small has not returned to Everton training, and it's been proven that with the starlet trying to engineer a move away, lots of reasons Arsenal and Man United are leading the chase to sign him. Plus, he's had a new representatives, new agents for him so that he could get to a new club. A lot of clubs are really interested in signing him. Very important talent that everyone really loves him. Moving on, the Standard report that Arsenal are ready to press ahead with a move for Ben White now that the Euro 2020 is done. The 23-year-old centre-back is keen on a move to North London, and personal terms are not expected to be an issue. We all know this, and it was even confirmed by Fabrizio, so why would I even talk about it anymore? Well, I think that the best news that I've actually come across, and even Simon Collins has actually confirmed this, that Arsenal are going in for Ben White again, and they're really strongly believing in that news as well. So here's the thing that I'm not a big fan of. Of course, now I am a big fan of, but Mikel Arteta has seen what Joe Willock has done last season, and he's making sure that Willock is actually a part of that Arsenal midfield in the upcoming season. If that's the case, I think it's a win-win situation, because I think Joe Willock has really proved a lot last season. He can head the ball, he can really make those dangerous runs, his dribbling was really good, and most importantly, he was a threat. Nobody was watching him, but he somehow found a way out to be the biggest creator of Newcastle's resurrection last season. So I'm pretty much sure, I don't think so. He's got to prove more to get a spot in that 11, to fight for a spot in that 11. Of course, I think he should not go out on loan. That would be my plea. What do you think? Does Joe Willock really have a plan? Does Joe Willock really have a part to play in Arsenal's next season's exploits? Let me know in the comments what you guys feel about it. Do you think Joe Willock should not be going out on loan? He should be in a permanent plan for Arsenal this season. Moving on, so here's the update about Hector Bellerin from Repubblica. Well, according to the info from Repubblica, the agreement was fully concluded between Inter and Hector Bellerin. The contract term is 4 years and a salary of 3.5 million euros annually. In Arsenal, it is 5.7 million euros. So he's taken a big pay cut to go to Inter Milan. In the next few hours, Giuseppe Marotta and Osilio will continue to negotiate with Arsenal, who will try to do everything in their power to complete the deal. So it looks like Hector, according to Repubblica, is going out on a permanent deal. And that's some good news. I mean, of course, I don't see Hector Bellerin as the future of Arsenal's fullback, a right back, but I think he's a really, if you're getting rid of him, it's really good. That really helps out in the wage bill. Moving on, so Vinay Venkatesham confirmed in the fans forum meeting that he had met with Tracy Crouch, and a panel who are leading a fan review of this game. So, okay, more fans to be boarded, yeah, with the reviews, eh? That's really cool. That is actually really good. Moving on, so according to Fabrizio Romano, Arsenal is not an option for Takehiro Tomiyasu. It looks like he's nearing a move to Spurs. Well, crazy stuff. Let's see what happens. I hope. Okay, fine. If I think if any player actually selects Tottenham over Arsenal, I don't know. He's underestimating his failure, I think. So with this, I'd like to end this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you seek daily Arsenal content, best place to be. Consider subscribing. I will see you in the next one. Until then, see ya.